with the networks that you formed and the relationships that you have, the interviews that you've done, you have more than 15 years skin in the game. What do you think? You have more than 15 years in this profession of media
I
communications.
never really added the maths to math it up. To me, I just took it day by day, like I wasn't paying attention. But go ahead.
And a genuine love for the culture.
Very much so.
Where do you see us going as Caribbean people, as Vincentians, soca music, dancehall music, promoters? Where do you see us going?
I legit don't know, honestly speaking. I feel like we've been doing this song and dance for so long. Yeah, get Soca to the Grammys, blah 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 blah. But
Mm-hmm.
how can we get Soca to the Grammys if there's no unity? There's no
Mm.
understanding of the business. There's a lot of friendship things. There's one thing to network and there's another to cut through. And yes, you know, it's all relative in all other scenarios, but our focus here tonight is Soca. And Soca has a lot of work to do internally. It has a lot of purging to do in order to get to where it has to go. Yes, we are getting an understanding of the importance of marketing. So you see a lot more artists doing visuals. A lot more artists are clinging to social media platforms to get their work out there. Some are even understanding the importance of streaming, right? But I will always say those things are critical. However, artists also have to understand personality. I'm not going to cling to you if I don't know anything about you, if I don't have that kind of relationship with you. So you want to look up to your artist. You want the artist to be able to open up, right? Some cases, some artists don't want to open up. Sometimes their management is not true management. It's just a cousin or a friend, or it's their man or woman, depending on what the situation may be, the dynamics are. I think, especially being down here, there was a big controversy that came out while I was down here. And I listened. I didn't judge at all. But what came to mind is if both parties had a critical understanding of the business aspect of music, of soca, they wouldn't have been in that position. And I know you know what I'm talking about.
Of course, everybody knows what you're talking about. Everybody knows.
And I'm not knocking because I'm cool with everybody across
Same
the
here.
table.
Same
With
here.
everybody across the table. But realistically, on the outside looking in, if both parties understood, communicated effectively what was said, what is going on in the contract, what is this, what is that, maybe we wouldn't be here. You understand? That's one. And I think that's something that's very important in Soca. We do not have proper communication. We do not have proper business etiquette, right? Not everybody is friends. Not everybody needs to be your friend.
You don't need to be friends.
You don't need to be friends. You have to take away the personal. And remember, business is business. Trust me. People watching this, some of them don't like me, especially on this island. I know some people who don't like me. And I still do business with them. Because at the end of the day, I know business is business. At the end of the day, I want my dollars and cents. And that's what matters most. We have an end goal we want to achieve, we get to it. You don't have to like me. I'm not a likable person for some people. I think I'm a jolly person though, but some people might not like me. You know what I mean? That's just the nature of the business. That's yin and yang. That's life. Not everybody's gonna like you. Not everybody's gonna love you. You just gotta learn to live with that. But I think those things, once we address those things, we tend to look at other genres. And I would say from the basis, if we're gonna look at dancehall and reggae, they're unified. Jamaica is unified when it comes to they will cut a throat for their dancehall.
I was just about to bring up what Sean Storm said.
Okay. That what he said is valid too. You could
Very, very,
it's very valid. And I would say for if I have to go a step further, those are things that I think we need to fix within soca in order for us to get there. And I think we've been doing this song and dance for so long. I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of lost faith. And then certain times I'm just like, if I lost faith, why am I still here? So obviously I haven't quite lost faith. It's just it's draining to see the same thing go on over and over and over again. It's like, when will we get this right? So I would like to see us get it right. That's one. For Soca in St. Vincent now, I want to say A round of applause.
Vincy Miles 2025.
Vincy Mass 2025.
Listen.
And so I want to say that in retrospect, for many years, we tend to cling to Trinidad. And I'm going to say it now. We tend to cling to Trinidad and Trinidad's carnival, Trinidad style, Trinidad this, Trinidad that. And that was a problem for me. When I did interviews of our St. Vincentian artists that would come in, yeah, I have a groovy and I have a power. And I'd be like, a what? A what?
Yeah, well, power and a raga.
Thank you. And so we would have an argument versus what is groovy versus raga. And I would explain, and I would actually break it down because one time we did a show where we actually broke it down. Vincy raga, Trini groovy is two different kind of sound. Trini groovy is a bit more slower, a lot less going on there. Vincy raga now is a bit more up tempo. Yes, it's a bit slower. The BPMs are they're a little bit higher than the groovy, but it has more bounce to it and more flow with it. And that is our culture. We need to continue picking up the mantle on that. I was so happy to see this year the artists got it right. Instead of saying groovy, they were proud to say, I have a raga, I have a power. St. Vincent is known for both, so don't get it twisted. We are the home of Power Soca. Great Z, you did your job. The home of Power Soca. And we are the home of Raga Soca. Okay? So we can manage both. It's just to get that balance. We have to understand the balance. We have to understand that music is music. You can release music anytime. Don't just do it for the festival. Do it any time of the year. You will still get it. Look, Super K had released that rhythm back in February, March? With him, Justin Miller, Naftali. I can't remember who else is on it. The Broken Heart Rhythm. I think it's Broken Heart Rhythm.
I'm trying to remember Justin Miller's song. I'm familiar with it, but it's not hitting.
But it's there. That song is there. The point that I'm making is this. Super K released that track early up. By the time St. Vincent Carnival came, people was already familiar with the song. And it was bopping to it. And that's my point. Continue releasing music, and you'll be surprised how far it can go. Don't just limit it to festival. Don't limit it to just carnival.
Chandy,
What happened?
what is afraid, hon? Is it power or is it raga?
Power. It's from the Power Pack.
Oh, yeah.
It's from the Power Pack.
That's simple way to break it out. Yeah.
It's from the Power Pack. It's a power tune. Yeah. For Vincy, I appreciate and I applaud you guys for actually taking up the mantle of what we are, our culture, who we are. It is now for us to continue that trajectory. We had a lot of foreigners that came down. I pray to God the foreign DJs that came down actually take the music and actually play it in New York City and
Shout
abroad.
out Mad Russian.
Okay? Aside from Mad Russian, I know he would do his homework and do his job. Aside from Mad Russian, we had a lot more quote unquote foreign DJs that came down. And what often happens is, and it's not just here in St. Vincent, it's across the board. They go to these countries, they get their bookings. No one is knocking you for getting your bookings. But what I want to see is when you come out of the country, I want to hear what you learned, what music was popping, like what's going on. Like I want to be in the mix. I want to be like, if I'm in a Lucian party, I want to be like, I know that song because you played it. I want you to carry the mantle of my culture. And the same thing could be said for the Vincentian American DJs that came up, or the Vincentian Canadian DJs, or I don't even know what they call the British Vincentian. I don't know what you call it. Sorry, forgive me for my ignorance on that part. But
victims.
Why?
This is British.
America is big time victim then, if that's the case. That's a different colonizers. Sorry.
No, I just think it's Vincentians living in the UK. But yeah.
So the point that I'm making is what I've always observed doing the events that I do or partake in. You would have a Grenadian DJ or a Grenadian American DJ. And you know what he pumps?
Trini?
No. Grenadian music.
Okay.
He would have his Trini music, but he will make sure he has his Spice Mass segment. Spice music must play. You book a Lucian DJ, the same
that I've
thing.
Experienced, yeah.
You book a Bajan DJ, same thing. So I say this to say, for our Vincentian DJs that were down here, when you go back home, carry a mantle, play your Vinci music. That's the only way our artists will make it out. That is the only way our music will make it out. One hand can't clap for itself. It is a moving engine. Yes, you have the music up on the platform. Yes, you have the music on social media. But as you as the DJs, you as the artists, we all have to work as one big ecosystem. And that is the only way our music will get out there. Aside from all the other aspects of who have papers from who don't limit yourself to just America. And I'm being serious. Don't limit yourself to just America. There's Canada, there's UK, there's Africa. Yes, everybody wants to go to America to make music, but if our borders are not friendly, I wouldn't advise you coming. I'm keeping it real with you unless you have all your ducks in a row. But if you don't have all your ducks in a row, don't do it. There's Canada, there's England, there's Africa,
Asia.
Central America, Asia. Believe it or not, Asians love some soca.
Soca in Japan.
Soca in Japan is a big thing. So open your mind and get yourself out there. That's the most I could say on that. So don't limit yourself. Vinci, you did the damn thing. You did the dog. And I'm so proud, and so happy. So happy.